Hey everyone, what is up, dude? Welcome to like a different location of my house. It's still by a window, so it's kind of familiar. I have the yellow light coming in right now. I kind of like that a little bit more than the white light, but I'm gonna be talking about the daily apps and everything that I use right now currently. I did one of these a couple months ago, but a lot of people keep hitting me up and they're like, yo, like what apps do you use, this and that? So let me just run it through you guys. So if you didn't watch the last one, basically the front page is my most used apps. The second page is like my second most used apps, whatever. Third page, etc., etc. And the last page are apps I don't use at all. But let's just start with the first page. So I have like the normal like Google Maps, reminders, voice memos, Gmail up top. And the order doesn't matter too much. So like Google Maps isn't more important than Google Docs or whatever. Actually, it kind of is, but like that's not why I put it up there. So I will say that the most used apps I use in the front are probably Google Drive, my calendar, music, and settings and camera. Everything else is kind of secondary. Gmail is pretty up there. The app that I don't use at all are probably these three up here. I do schedule my Instagram posts and all that, but I haven't done that in a while, so I gotta start doing that again. And then I have my music, which is pretty important. App Store, clock, settings, camera. Calendar is pretty important. Notes is super important to me. There's Google Drive right there. Outlook I use for like my school email, my work email and stuff. Then I have my Spotify and activity. I don't know why activity is there. I don't even use activity at all. Google Docs, Google Assistant. I use Google Assistant a lot actually. It's super cool. If you guys don't know Google Assistant, I would highly recommend downloading it. Even if you're on an iPhone, download it. It's super sweet. Then I have my phone, messages, and Safari on the bottom. So switching to the second page, I have my FaceTime, Snapchat, Instagram, WhatsApp. I use those all the time. I don't use WhatsApp at all. My parents just send me stuff on there, so I'm like, I gotta look at it just to like make them feel good. Calculator, use all time photos, whatever. YouTube Studio is very important to me. And if you haven't gotten the vibe yet, everything's pretty much consistent with the last one, but a lot of changes actually happen on this page. So kind of, Google Photos, yada yada. Switching through to the games have stayed pretty consistent here. But on the bottom, you can see I have like three more, which is Egg, Incorporated, Tiny Wings, and Bloons. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Egg Incorporated is an awesome game. Tiny Wings is amazing, and Bloons CD is probably the one game I spend the most time on. And I gotta chill out with that because I spend way too much time on it. Then we have GBA for iOS and iNintendo DS, but I don't really use the DS emulator that much. I use GBA for iOS a lot. Then I had this app, I don't even know what it is. Then this page is apps that I use kind of somewhat all the time, but not really. I use Airbnb and Goat all the time, but I don't really need to put on my front page, and the second page is kind of already consumed up with all that other stuff. Zip Archiver I don't use all that often, but I do kind of use it when I do like, I don't go here to open the app. I just use it if I'm like downloading a ROM or something like that and I have to open it in Zip Archiver. I have Animal Pocket Farm, whatever it is. I haven't even opened it yet. GarageBand and Forest. Forest is a super cool app because like I would look into it. It's super sweet. And besides that, I don't really use any other app on here. And the last page are apps I don't use all the time, and pretty much they're consistent like with the last video as well. I should be using my Fitness Pal more often, but I don't. There's Planet Fitness. I go to Planet Fitness sometimes. I haven't been there in like a month though, so I spent like $10 not doing anything, so it's kind of sad. I should probably reevaluate that. There's Simply Save, there's some business thing, I don't even know what that is. VPN Robot I don't even use. So these apps I could probably delete besides the Planet Fitness one, but I just keep on. And yeah, that's pretty much it. My layout is pretty simple. A lot of people have like folders and they have all their apps on the main screen. They just go with that, but I don't do that. I just kind of keep them all separate. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. If you guys like my layout, let me know. My layout's pretty lame though. There's nothing really exciting about it. If you haven't seen my 7 Plus updated review, I would recommend watching that. A lot of people already seen it, but if you're one of those people who haven't seen it, I would recommend watching it. It's like the last video I did, so watch that. But yeah, add me on all the social networks you see on the screen. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down if you guys have any questions or anything. I'll be happy to answer them. But please hit that subscribe button. We're about to get 20,000 subscribers. I can't wait for that. When I do that, I'll probably like make a couple cookies or like, I don't know, eat some ice cream or something to kind of celebrate. Then I'll chill out for a couple days and probably go on a diet, but we'll see what happens. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. And hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.